Hello dear students. Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Welcome to my class. In the previous video, we discussed about a great famous writer, William O. Henry. And today, in this video, we are going to learn one of the masterpieces of his short stories. The short story which is going to influence. As we know, William O. Henry's stories are always twist ending. There is something happens which the reader do not expect to happen. Maybe it is a short story, but it is a story of life. It is the story of lives, in fact. Dear students, before we go into the short story, please try to understand these things. I've written something in Telugu, translated that. అబద్ధాలు చెప్తే ఆకులు రాలుతాయి. It is the dialogue, it is the line which we can see in a Telugu movie, Atharintiకి Dareidi, Brahmanandam's dialogue. If you lie, the leaves will fall off. Is there any way that it happens? Is this not myth? This is. But every story connected with something. Let's say in a ground, if you stand, the batsman hit the ball 6, and second time you stood, the batsman would hit the ball 6, and you believe you stand, he hit, you sit, he doesn't. So you keep standing, you maintain the posture. In my childhood, when I was a kid, I'm from a small village, the power would go now and then. We used to watch Doordarshan every time. When movie was playing in between, the power cut would happen. The power cut was there. All of a sudden, there was an interesting scene appeared in the screen that was going on. Then power would go. So we would count numbers from 1 to 10, 1 to 20, by believing the power may come before I count 10, before I count 20. It was a belief. I believed it. So this is all about the believing of something. And whatever the things coming on the screen may not related to the story we are going to read. ఆకుల రంగు మారుతుంది అంటే నా బ్రతుకు కూడా అని అర్థం. So changing the color of the leaves means that even my life is going to change. Does it happen? Yeah, you see, superstitious. చెట్టు ఆకు రాలినట్టు మనుషులం కూడా ఒక రోజు పోవాల్సిందే. See, humans also have to go off one day, like leaf fall off from the tree. Yeah, this is true. It is not a myth. So there is something, what is common in all the 3 points? Tree, leaf. So remember the leaf. The story that we are going to read about is The Last Leaf by William O. Henry. So before we go to the short story, let me give the outline, the summary of The Last Leaf, so that you will understand better once I start reading of the book. The Last Leaf is a short story written by O. Henry. It was probably published in the year 1907 in his collection The Trimmed Lamp and Other Stories. The story is set in Greenwich Village during pneumonia pandemic. So the epidemic word we have to remember because the virus is spread all over. So what is the virus spread all over these days? So coronavirus. Yeah. The story tells about an old artist who was trying to save life of a young neighborhood who was also an artist. The girl was dying of pneumonia. So the old man was trying to give her the will to live. So the story revolves all around this. So through uh, the girl was seeing something through the window, that she was to die if the last leaf of the tree goes off. Through her window, she can see an old vine, I mean, say like the old tree leaf that was gradually shedding its leaves as autumn turns into winter. And she has taken the thought into her head that she will die when the last leaf falls. The leaves fall day by day. The last one does not leave since several days. Basically the reason. You'll understand the reason. But actually in the story while we are reading, we would believe that this lady definitely would die. But at the end, she would not die. She was saved by a masterpiece work. You know how it was happened. The ill woman's health was quickly recovered within few days. But something happened at the end. As we always expect, William O. Henry's stories are unexpected. At the end of the story, we learn that the old artist, who was a neighbor to this young woman, who always wanted to produce a masterpiece painting, but had never had a chance to succeed in his life to become a famous person by his paintings. So he spent one whole night considerably painting with a great realism of a leaf on the wall, so that whenever the girl opens the window to see the tree, through the window, the leaf of the tree appears. Furthermore, the old artist himself dies of pneumonia contracted while being out in the wet and cold throughout the night. So this is absolutely unexpected happened. So dear students, now you have got a 50% of idea how the story would go. Now listen to the story and try to understand by yourself. While I'm reading the story, I request you to just open the book or PDF available on online. Just go through line by line. Whenever you come across different words, hard vocabulary, try to note down and try to get meaning and substitute the meaning in the story so that you can understand everything better, the story better. So you don't have to depend on someone. So, shall we go into it? Yeah, we'll meet in the next video discussing more about the short story, The Last Leaf. Thank you.